It's coffee time. I feel like I have to be very careful with the butt mug because the whole back of it is flat. So, like, the liquid comes at you from all angles and you worry that it's just going to dribble all over your face. In fact, during the podcast today, it totally did just drool all over me. And I was like, So, but it is a giant butt. So really, what am I complaining about? I'm drinking from a butt mug, and that's just A+, 10 out of 10 day. But I do have to be very ginger with it. It's just like with the TARDIS mug. Same sort of issue, guys. Same thing. It's apparently an overarching plot against me and my mug life. My mug life. So it was podcast day. We had an early daily bite, so I got to get up mega early and go in. Which is totally okay because I always wind up getting the best parking spot on those days. Whenever he's like, hey, you got to come in early. Totally okay with it. Just listen to a podcast on the way into work and then park right at the front so that when I get out of there, I can just be like, see ya! Because we have a valet parker because our parking lot is super tiny. So if we have a valet, then he can kind of, cramp cars in there. You can get as many people in there as possible. But for me, since I leave so quickly, it's so confusing every time I leave because the dude who's valeting will just look around and be like, oh man, I gotta dig that out. I just put those cars there. Come on. So there's one parking spot that's like right at the entrance to the lot. And if I can park there, like right along the side, if I can park there, no way anybody can block me. And it's just smooth sailing. I can just hop in my car and leave. So when I get that spot, I feel a sense of accomplishment, Oh man, I made that bean and kale soup again today. Delicious. Although last time I made it with chicken. I cooked chicken in there too. This time I just made it the original recipe. But the one thing that I did wrong this time, I freaked myself out. So part of what makes this soup creamy without it needing cream or having kind of like a thicker creamy-ish feel to it is that you take 1 can of the white beans and a cup of broth and you food process that so that you have like little chunks of bean all around in the soup, and that gives it kind of like a thicker texture without needing to use creamer or anything like that. So I loved that about it last time that I made it, but my food processor does have a max liquid line for a reason, because with that much liquid in there, when you tell it to pulse, water, liquid's going everywhere because it can dribble out the top. So today, when I was doing it, it was like spitting water, and I was like, okay, just stop. I didn't let it go long enough, so I didn't get that same kind of creaminess, but the flavor is still there. It's still delicious. It's so easy. Oh, guys, so good. But made that, and we read Kiss X Sis for Manga Pod, which was just porn. Not full on. I can't say that it's porn. It's like soft core. The whole thing was soft core. But man, we had like our best manga pod ever tonight. It was so funny. We were all just like, wait, what about that part? Wait, what about that part? That part was so weird. It was really, really fun. But Yoku wasn't there. Yoku got held up at work, so he couldn't join us, which was super sad. But we had a great time. Oh man, that manga pod was so good. And we're trying to get our panel for Anime Expo. Aaron's been trying to contact them for a long time to get our panel going, and they're not responding. So we decided we're just going to do a united front. Just be like, yo, we want to do a panel. Just have a bunch of us be like, manga pod panel. So hopefully it'll all get sorted. It'll all happen. Because the normal form won't submit. We keep waiting and trying again, and you fill out the whole form, you click submit, and it says, whoops, something went wrong. And it's not that the deadline's gone. The deadline is May 15th, I think. So we're in the clear. It's just being the worst. So yeah, I'll be glad when that's done. I'll be glad when that's all figured out and done. What else happened? We did co-optional podcasts. And what else? Oh, Sam and I went and bought him sheets because one of the roommates in that house moved out because Sam hasn't had a bed. So he's just been staying with me. But his roommate was leaving and was like, hey, dude, do you want my bed for whenever you might need it? And he was like, sure. So took that guy's bed. And we went to Target today and bought sheets and stuff. And as we were walking through, I said, oh, we should look at the rugs because I know you have an echo problem in that room and that's not good for filming. And he was like, good idea. We should look at rugs. So we looked at rugs. We found like a little cheap area rug and he was like, this works, whatever. We bought it, took it back to his place, like made the bed, put down the rug, everything. And the room actually looks like a person lives there now, which is great. Before, it just looked like there was a desk and then just nothing. It was the weirdest room. But now there's actually stuff in there, and I'm very proud. But anyway, so after I left, Sam had tweeted a bunch of stuff about how Isaac's cat Zero is adorable. I love Zero. But I guess after I left, Zero came into the room, sat on the rug, looked at Sam, barfed, looked at Sam again, and then left. And Sam was like, what? Just the second that we bought it and put it down, he was just like, bleh, see ya. Sam was like, are you kidding me? So I'm going to bring carpet cleaner over because I have some because I have cats. Fortunately, my cats almost never barf, like ever. There was, for those of you who've been here, there was the time that Sherlock just like Ralphed all over my duvet cover. That was awful. The smell was really the worst. It was just so bad. It was such a bad smell. I was like, why is this happening? Why is this my life? This is so gross. But I'm so glad that my cats don't vomit all the time. Because, like, Jeannie's cats vomit all the time. Could not handle that. I couldn't deal with that, man. It's just too much. Like, why all the vom? Why you gotta vom so much? Gotta clean that up? Man, come on. But I'm getting the feeling that Zero is not going to be allowed in Sam's room anymore. Cause the kitty barf. But I do love Zero. I love Zero a lot. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to go over there with carpet cleaner and everything. And tomorrow, I feel like there's a lot going on tomorrow. And at the same time, I can't really think of what all is happening. So I'll probably record some more Magical Diary. Magical Diary's fun. It makes me laugh because the like to dislike ratio is finally like kind of evened out a little bit. The views aren't as high. That's fine though. It's totally fine with me. It's just, the like to dislike ratio is not nearly as bad anymore, which I am so okay with because for a while there it was like just massive dislikes on Magical Diary and I was like, why? I don't understand why this is happening. This game is not that bad. In fact, I would argue that it's pretty well put together. So maybe not as pretty as something like Juniper's Knot, but the characters are fun, the situations are fun. I'm probably gonna get expelled. I mean, that's a pretty great playthrough, right? Getting expelled like immediately. I'll be so sad. I'll have to start over. I'll have to try again. If I get expelled already, boo. Boo. I still haven't done my my Long Live the Queen live stream. I need to do that. We can all play Long Live the Queen together. I think that would be mega fun. Mega fun. Oh yeah, by the way, it's April Fool's. Oh, nothing. I don't have a prank for you. Nothing that I've said in this episode has been a prank either. Oh man, I forgot that it was April Fool's. I should have done something. Put on a wig or something, been like, I dyed my hair, just kidding, lol lol lol. Man. butt mug. Okay, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.